Welcome to the motor yacht Pacific Odyssey. 44-foot Vantair, twin diesel, fiberglass yacht that we call our home for the summer months. We are in an area near Vancouver Island called Montague Harbor. If we look at my Raymarine display, the icon will give you an indication of where we are anchored in the bay itself. The depth of the water beneath the keel is 34.3. Our local temperature of the water is 61.5. And of course now we're going to up our anchor and then cruise around a very interesting and unique island just south of Salt Spring Island called Prevost Island. This electronic chart will give you a view of Prevost Island. It was named from Captain John Charles Prevost, who was in command of the ship, the HMS Satellite, from about 1857 to 1860. He was appointed actually commissioner on this island, and he was also responsible for setting a major boundary dispute between Britain and the United States regarding the San Juan Gulf Island border. He was very influential in the politics of the area and quite an arbitrator. He died in London in 1891, and now we're going to cruise around the island named after him. We're now departing Montague Harbor, and we're heading across Untitled Channel along to Prevost Island, and then we'll be heading to the south, which appears to the west because we're heads-up orientation on the boat. The depth beneath us is about 90 feet. We're cruising into Charles's Rocks and Hawkins Island, a small mass of land protecting Prevost from this channel. You can clearly get an idea of the rocks and the dangers of being in there for navigation. It's a relatively wide channel with heavy shrimp on our port on the left side. We're at the extreme south end now of Prevost Island, coming into one of several isolated bays. This is called Driver Bay, and if you look closely directly in front of the bow of the vessel, you'll see two sailboats that appear to be moored together. Very nice little dock in the area. We have about 50 feet of water beneath us now with good holding bottom. If you look at the ring around the edge, you can get an idea of the tide. We are now about 3 feet or so below the high tide mark, and there are some isolated areas, rocky beaches, where a dory can land for exploration. Beautiful bay on a perfectly calm day in the southern end of Prevost Island. Came out of Driver Bay, and we're heading around to the extreme southern end of the island, making our way into an area called Ellen Bay. We'll explore the shallow water areas, then come around Point Liddell, up to the Eclata Islands and then north into Ganges. We're moving into Ellen Bay. What makes it interesting is there's actually a bed and breakfast located directly ahead, but tucked in right behind some of the pine trees. We've just been able to make out the red roof. The southern end of Prevost Island is marked by a lighthouse. See it directly ahead with a green top. Northern end of Prevost, we see several isolated coves. The one in front is called Annette Cove, but unfortunately there's a rock blocking the entrance. It's low tide right now and would only have a depth of several feet below the keel. There's a boat anchored there, a trawler right in the center, so it'd be difficult to go by, and a sailboat about a 45-footer off to the right. Annette Point directly in front of us. I'm going to swing our vessel around and you'll get an idea of the beautiful cove in front of us called Selby Cove, which we have one sailboat anchored. Well, we're leaving Annette Bay, Selby Cove, and James Bay on the northern end of Prevost Island, and we're making our way due north into one of our favorite anchorage areas, which is on Salt Spring Island, and it's called Ganges Cove.